Okay, so the big question that we want to solve in this video is what notes are different between the major scale and the minor scale, and how are they different? So let's put our good old C major scale on the screen here. Okay, C major scale. All right, how do we turn this into a minor scale? There are 3 notes that have to change. Only 3. Not everything is different. So 3 notes have to change. You might be able to guess the first one because remember back to triads, right? When we learned triads, we found that a major triad was taking the first, third, and fifth note of the scale. That would make a chord built on the root of the scale, the tonic, right? So that would make a C major chord if we took those 3 notes. And then in another section, we learned how to make a major triad into a minor triad, which, if you remember from the second class, I said the third is what holds the power to determine if it's major or minor. So from that, you might be able to deduce this one probably has to change. And by changing, it needs to go down a half step. So that is, in fact, our first note that has to change. It's the third, and it goes down a half step. Okay, let's move on. The next note that has to change, our fourth and our fifth stay the same. Our sixth has to change, and it is also going to go down a half step. And then our third note is our seventh, which is going to go down a half step also. So our third, our sixth, and our seventh are the notes that change, and they all change by going down 1 half step. So here is our minor scale. Okay, now one more thing about this. There are, unlike the major scale, the minor scale has a couple different variations. The major scale is just the major scale. The minor scale could be one of 3 kinds of minor scales. This one here that we're looking at is called the natural minor scale. It's if there was just a normal old minor scale, this would be it. It's the kind of most common one. But in certain situations, we have to use these other minor scales. Don't worry about that for now. I'm only saying this in case you've heard of these other minor scales and you're like, which one is that? So this is the natural minor scale, and we're going to talk about those other kinds of minor scales shortly. In the next couple sections, we'll talk about variations of the minor scale, but I want us to nail in on the natural minor scale. So let's start calling this the natural minor scale in your head, okay?